Hey, I'm Kev. Welcome to another Challenge Rivals 2 recap. Yes, of course, like last week, I'm wearing yellow because of the losers. This week was a really entertaining episode. Okay, so the episode starts with a big hookup that no one saw coming. Marlon and Derek, which I don't really mind. I mean, Marlon said he was bisexual, but I thought it was just the one thing that he did and he wasn't gonna do it again. And then it comes out that he hooked up with Derek, and Derek was like, I don't know if he's out, I don't know if he's not, so I'm gonna try to keep it cool and down, and let's go to a place where well, nobody's gonna see us. So they went under the fridge, or I don't know where they went. I didn't really hear. And then people started questioning Marlon's sexuality, and they're asking Jordan. And I thought that was wrong. Like, guys, if you have like a question about somebody's sexuality, go ask that person. Why would you go ask somebody else? Well, Jordan spills the soup and he says, well, yeah, he said this and this and that. So everybody now knows that he's bisexual. And some people were taken back by the comment. It really wasn't Jordan's place to tell everybody, and they should have gone to talk to Marlon. So then they're playing this game, and they're making they gotta get a name, and they're gonna act the other person out. So they Leroy gets Marlon's name, and he's like, I don't know this guy very well. I cannot make an impression of him. And then now he's like, let me see who it is, and then he says it's Mark. He acts out. He makes this joke of him doing oral sex to Wes, and then no, everybody's like, Martin is like, oh, that's for me. Well, my point of view is he got mad because not because it was a gay joke. It was because, or referring to him, it was because maybe he didn't know that everybody else knew that he was bisexual. He didn't want Night to get away with being ridiculous and funny, and like being funny while hurting other people. He was trying to put Knight in his place. Knight, shut up. I'm gonna put you in your place because you deserve to be put in your place. That's what I think it came from. So and then he's like, I'm gonna go beat you up. So from that point on, it was just a huge mess, and it was about to be a brawl. It was just Knight and Marlon going at it and trying to hit each other, and just all the guys like trying to pull them away and push them away and grabbing them and hugging them to not fight. And then they get separated, and then Anissa is like, I know what this guy is going through because everybody knows Anissa is lesbian. And she kind of starts crying, and she's like, yo, like, I understand you, and she's talking to Marlon. And then Trishelle is like, Anissa talks nonsense, and she's this and she's that. And then I don't know what the hell Trishelle tells Anissa, and then Anissa pops off. They just start going at it. Like, I don't know where she's coming from. I don't know her point. Like Anissa said, she talked, but I did not understand anything she was saying. I really thought it was funny how I saw everybody like before the episode tweeting about Trashelle, which I didn't know it was Anissa who said that first in the episode. I thought she said you were the trash hoe you were back in the day. No, she says you still are the trash shell. And then I'm like, oh, now I get where everybody's tweeting this. Zach's comment about the Golden Girls going at it. Back to the fight. Anissa says, "You're not gonna beat me up," and then she comes running, and she puts her elbow up, and she just goes right through her arm, and it's just funny because he's like, I'm not hitting her, I'm just trying to push her away. Okay, so the next day, Trishelle wakes up and decides she's going home, and she actually does go home, and Sarah is left alone. I think Sarah didn't think that Trishelle was actually gonna go home, and so TJ comes into the house and then finally tells Sarah that she has to go home, and I feel better for her. And I wanna say some stuff because I saw a lot of Twitter comments about this being unfair because Cook got a new partner, which I think my point of view is because first Naomi went home because she had a family emergency. Second, it was the first episode and they could actually get a new partner. And Sarah Trishelle quit just because she wanted to quit. And second, the challenge has already started, so that's why. The challenge name was Mind Over Splatter. It is a guy's challenge. They were suspended above water, and there was these two little like ropes. And first, the teams had to climb a ladder, but the ladder was really wobbly, and then they had to get across the two ropes, but the ropes were separated and you had to like kind of crawl and grab them. It was kind of difficult. I'm not good at explaining. I'm sorry. So it was really wobbly, and you kind of had to have like a good rhythm with your partner. Last week, because Preston didn't want to do the challenge and Wes didn't want to do the challenge, they get penalty. So they went first. They got a 10-second penalty. Night is a mess. They just get disqualified. It was just a mess. And top three guys were Marlon and Jordan, Zach and Trey, and Johnny and Frank. In the end, Johnny and Frank end up winning, which I don't really care. I don't like that team. Whatever. The girls, Cara Maria and Cook, yes. Johnny and Nani, freak, yes. I mean, they keep impressing. Yes, yes, yes. I love them. And Emily and Paula end up winning, which is kind of getting boring. I'm happy for Emily, but I don't really care about Paula no more. And the poor losers were Nye and Preston. The votes were for Ty and Leroy, Juan and Marlon, and Derek and Rob. And at the end, we have in the jungle Derek and Rob versus Knight and Preston, who were the losers. So then we go to the jungle. The jungle's name was Snapper. There's a ring, right? Normal. I thought it was gonna be something physical. So then you're gonna be blindfolded, and you're gonna have bells on your ankles, so you hear where your opponent is. But you're gonna get this kind of stick, and it's a bright stick. And without looking, you're gonna have to break the stick with your opponent's body. Whoever gets two wins. And basically, this was made for Mexicans because we break piñatas blindfold. So as I said, it's basically for Mexicans breaking a piñata. At the end, Knight and Preston end up winning because yeah, they kind of had a little bit of a better strategy. And back in the house, I mean, Martin is with everything. He hooked up with Nani, and Nani's like, I don't care if he hooks up with guys or girls. I mean, if like I don't really care. And I praise Nani for that because a lot of girls are turned off by that, and she wasn't. And I mean, go Martin. I mean, he is a man. He hooks up with Derek, and in the beginning, now he hooks up with Nani. I mean, he is the man. I'm sorry, but he is the freaking man. So that was it for today's episode. I'm kind of in a hurry. Thanks for watching. Let's see who goes next. And first, let's see if there is going to be an elimination round because Sarah and Trisha are gone. So let's see what happens. Comment, share, watch, like, please. Okay, see you next week. Bye bye.